Welcome everyone to another Manifest Minute. Andy Schlitzky and Adam Grantham back with you, just to I think discuss something that's timely and that I think a lot of people have had questions on recently, and it's somewhat exciting news. But this is looking and shaping up to be the busiest IPO year probably since before COVID. And the obvious recent example is the SpaceX IPO that hit, was it 2 Fridays ago, Adam, I believe.
Yeah, about that.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it hasn't been available for too long, but that obviously is a huge news story, and so people are asking about that. And we're not going to give advice on whether people should be buying that or not. That's obviously completely up to people's situations. I think we wanted to give a general overview of what this means for the economy, what that looks like in general. And so, Adam, do you want to start with maybe a few words on SpaceX in general?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a huge, initial public offering and, some of the numbers that it created, it created over 4,000 millionaires, just by, going public and, to your point, that's wealth creation. And it's not just concentrated, in Elon Musk, which, obviously made money, quite a bit of it, but the downstream effect is a lot of other people did as well, within that industry. So, to your point, the economy is, showing, strong signs with the initial public offerings as they come out. Wealth creation, not just in, the founders of the company, which obviously did a lot of work to do that, and risk, but also, there's a lot of, stock options that are paid out to these employees. And then they have lockup periods that they're not able to sell right away and those type of things too. So, as you look at the market and you look at IPOs, really understanding how those tranches are paid out, it doesn't negate company risk, right? And in fact, it creates it because it's all in with one company. So there's a lot of risk within that. So you have to understand that when you go into these IPOs and any company that you're investing directly in, there adds more layers of risk in there. So,
And I think as our view is just overall, you've got a couple other big IPOs that are scheduled to come on later this year, and Anthropic and OpenAI and some others. And I think our view is just really that this is a good sign for the economy overall, in that there is massive growth going on. There is wealth being created on a regular basis, that tech is still booming, and that the United States is still the economic engine of the world and where all innovation is being done. So well, we can never predict what things are going to be doing from one day to the next. I think it's a good overall view of where the market is, and that it's good news in general. So, yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I think, as IPOs come out, we start getting phone calls, and a lot of it is just fear of missing out, right? It's everybody's talking about it. It's the buzz. I'm jumping in. Really do your homework. We encourage, the due diligence, if you're going to be participating with these or taking that in. And remember, all the same risks are there when you're doing individual stocks and those type of things. So, if you want to have a conversation, get a hold of us and chat with us and see where it fits within your financial plan and with what your goals and dreams are. So let's work through that as well.
Great thoughts. Thanks for your time, Adam.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, Andy.